Hi, Andrew here, and I've said it before, but I'm gonna say it again. Tell someone. You know what I'm talking about. You've been hiding your mental health problems for a long time. Hey, I hid mine for 40 years. That's a long time. But first step, well, maybe not the first step, but a key step is to tell someone. But Andrew, I'm handling it. I got it under control. Maybe not. I told you that I thought I had it under control. I thought I had it handled. And yet, a neighbor, a friend, knew something was wrong and told me she was ready to kick down my door to make sure I was okay. A very good friend of mine has suffered PTSD for, he struggled with it for almost as long as I have struggled with my depression. He had it under control. It was okay. But his wife had to deal with it, with his nightmares, with him yelling in his sleep. People know you're not really hiding it. You might think you are, but you're really not. If nothing else, they just think you're a moody bastard. And there's a lot of people in my life that I have found out sort of sideways who figure I'm just a moody bastard. Well, it's true, but there's something far deeper than that. Well, okay, Andrew, you want me to tell someone, but that's scary. Yes, it is. It was the scariest thing I ever did. Telling my wife about this struggle was one of the most terrifying things I ever did because, as I said before, or wrote before, I don't remember which, what if her response was, well, that explains a lot. I've had enough of this crap. Get out. Well, I suppose that's possible. It didn't happen to me. It didn't happen to my friends who opened up to their spouses and got the help that they needed. But I suppose it's possible. But you still need to tell someone. I've said, or I've hinted that my wife was the first person that I told. She was not. I actually told a pair of, actually not even a pair, I told a semi-anonymous friend on the internet, a casual acquaintance from a game I was playing. One of those massive multiplayer online adventure games. It's called Forge of Empires if you're interested. Anyway, in the group that I was playing in, the founder of the guild, it's called, put out a message just basically talking about participation and, we're a team and we got to be pulling in the same direction, and she wasn't getting enough buy-in from everybody. And I knew I was not pulling my own weight. So I sent her a private message, and I composed this thing probably 5 times before I was able to actually click the send button. And I simply told her that I get I'm not pulling my own weight, and I apologize for not pulling my own weight, but I've been struggling with a mental health issue, and I get it if she needs people, if she wants me out, that I can't do the game properly right now because I'm hurting, and I'm sorry, but if you want me out, I will leave. No questions asked, no hard feelings. I get that I'm not. Anyway, that's sort of an email, or sort of a message. And the response came back so fast saying, basically, not only no, but hell no. We've been friends and doing this and chatting back and forth on private messages for years, and there's no way I'm letting you do this. And by the way, her boyfriend, who is also a member of the guild, also lifelong struggles with depression. So the 3 of us suddenly are chatting about this. And so my fear was I was going to be flat out rejected. Not only was I not rejected, I was supported and introduced to, oh yeah, I got that problem too. If you need to talk, let's talk. That gave me the courage to tell my wife. Having opened up to my wife, I opened up to one of my best friends, my best buds, one of my hockey buds. And after that, at the next breakfast, we were going out for breakfast at what would be normally our post-game time, but of course there was no games at the time. Anyway, and I said, guys, I told Mike, I need to tell you guys something. I've been struggling. I struggle with depression. I've been struggling with it for 40 years. So, if you've ever noticed me being a bit of a moody bastard or something, there's a pretty good chance I was just fighting with it. And that's when my buddy, veteran buddy, says, oh, former airborne, Canadian Airborne Regiment, says, yeah, I got PTSD. I've been fighting that. He was in counseling for it. And then I find out that my neighbor, who's mustered out of the modern Special Forces, Canadian Special Forces, he's got PTSD. He's been working on it. He's been in counseling for it. He's been struggling with it. And suddenly I have a support group that I never knew existed until I opened up. And it started so small with a friend, casual acquaintance on the internet that I've known for years. We've been playing this silly game together for years. We've chatted back and forth and, just fun stuff, nothing particularly deep or profound. And it turns out that depression touches her life too. That little crack that I put in the wall was enough to open the floodgates, if I'm allowed to mix a metaphor here. And it comes back to, tell somebody. It doesn't have to be person to person. You don't have to go to your doctor and say, hey, I need a referral to a psychiatrist. You don't have to go to one of your local mental health networks. You can find some way, some online forum where you can just crack the door, crack the window, let a little bit of light in, and see and experience the outpouring of support. Tell somebody, please. You need help. The help is out there, but it's incumbent upon you to do it. I've said it before. I'll say it again. If you're struggling, if you have a mental health issue, you're not hiding it from anybody. Not truly. So, tell someone.